The royal court has been overwhelmed by a wave of tension, and Camilla once again finds herself at the centre of scandal and criticism. While Princess Catherine wins the hearts of millions, Camilla faces an avalanche of negative feedback from the members of the royal family. Gossip had been simmering for a long time, but now, with the emergence of details about their relationship, the truth strikes Camilla in her most vulnerable spot. Discover everything about this dynamic showdown and how Camilla struggles to stay afloat in this royal storm. Recently, Camilla faced a fiasco in her attempts to control Princess Catherine, notably provoking a swift and uncompromising reaction from Princess Anne, who threatened to dethrone Camilla. At that moment, it became clear how desperately Camilla was trying to establish herself as a prominent figure within the royal family. However, her manipulations backfired as the public turned away due to her pompous behaviour. Join us to learn how these actions led to Camilla's humiliation and isolation. Camilla is upset with the widespread media coverage of the recent tumultuous conflict, but who is truly surprised by this? Get ready to uncover all the details of yet another royal scandal. Camilla insults Catherine and seeks fan approval. Camilla desperately clings to her shaky position as queen consort, which seems never-ending. Her attempts to outshine Catherine are as futile as they are ridiculous. Can Camilla compete with Catherine, who dazzles at every public appearance, given her outdated approach to royal duties? The answer is obvious. She cannot, and everyone is watching her struggle in real time. The long-standing tension between Camilla and Catherine hit its peak in this latest incident, revealing the true extent of their rivalry. Imagine a routine royal event turning into chaos when Camilla, unable to hide her irritation, makes a minor negative comment about Catherine, allegedly ignoring King Charles's plans to modernize the monarchy. Camilla seizes every opportunity to assert her importance in the public eye. Her actions are vexing because it's crucial to recognize such strategies. It was apparent that Catherine remained calm until Camilla's words hit a nerve. It's tempting to blame her resentment, considering Catherine has done more for the monarchy in a short time than Camilla could have dreamed. Catherine maintains her composure even in difficult situations, showcasing the monarchy's potential unhampered by Camilla's outdated approaches. Meanwhile, Camilla further alienated herself within the royal family. The story unfolds as a poignant example of how difficult it is for an older queen consort to maintain power without support. Princess Anne, known for her directness and unwavering loyalty, did not tolerate Camilla's passive-aggressive behaviour. She openly supported Catherine, and her firm response left Camilla astounded. The situation seems comical when Camilla tries to assert her dominance, only to be easily undermined by Anne. Camilla's mistake in thinking she could intimidate Anne is obvious, as Anne doesn't tolerate recklessness. The fallout from this confrontation was unfavourable for Camilla. Instead of bolstering her reputation as a confident and decisive queen consort, she only reinforced her image as an outdated figure in the monarchy. Meanwhile, Catherine and Anne only solidified their positions. Catherine chose the path of silence on the matter, allowing her actions to speak for her. This tactic starkly contrasts Camilla's louder and more aggressive strategy. Catherine's avoidance of public conflicts demonstrates traits that prepare her for a future leadership role in the monarchy, while Camilla remains stuck in antiquated methods, struggling to hold her place. The intense media attention on this royal tussle has been significant, with tabloids and newspapers meticulously following Camilla's every move, ultimately asserting her inability to compete. Critics are quick to note that Camilla's actions, instead of fostering harmony within the royal family, only heightened her alienation from influential figures like Catherine and Anne. Despite her persistent efforts to establish herself within the royal family, her endeavours seem increasingly fruitless. Moreover, Camilla's outdated methods, rooted in rigid adherence to tradition, are increasingly out of touch with modern standards. The public is little interested in her conservative views, especially as Catherine represents a more modern and relatable image of royalty, graceful, accessible, and genuinely connected with people. Watching Camilla's attempts to adapt is almost unbearable. For the monarchy to succeed in the 21st century, more individuals like Catherine are needed, and fewer like Camilla. The public is acutely aware of this situation, as Camilla's every action only reinforces the idea that she struggles to maintain her position, overshadowed by a younger generation. It seems Camilla is unaware of her dwindling relevance, despite her efforts to assert herself. Anne has always demonstrated her strength and influence, and the recent conflict has further cemented her as a pillar of the royal family. Meanwhile, Camilla finds herself struggling, despite all her efforts to maintain her position. Anne's willingness to criticize Camilla's outdated and self-centered actions marks a welcome shift, revealing weaknesses in a role Camilla was never fully prepared for. The public and the monarchy itself share this sentiment, and it's likely that Camilla realizes how fragile her position is. The future of the British monarchy promises changes in which Camilla does not play a leading role. The destiny of the monarchy is now closely linked to figures like Catherine and Anne, who skillfully manage the modern challenges of royal life and maintain genuine relationships with the public. Camilla's time on the throne, if it can be called that, is clearly nearing its end, and no political maneuvers can alter this trajectory. Public sentiment is clear. People are ready for a new era in the royal family's history that does not revolve around her. The central theme of the ongoing narrative is the struggle for relevance, and while Camilla holds the title of Queen Consort, she seems unable to win this battle. She symbolizes a bygone era, striving to find her place in a new royal setting that has already moved beyond her. Her attempts to assert herself appear increasingly desperate, acts of a person who knows their time is running out. Every effort to solidify her position within the family results in her falling further behind Catherine and Anne, who remain consistently at the forefront. But what is it that Catherine does that allows her to stand out? Let's delve into it. The remarkable approach of Catherine to royal duties. Catherine has quickly earned the public's respect for her commitment to the values people expect from the monarchy: modernity, accessibility, and active engagement in current issues, rather than seeking attention. In contrast, Camilla seems to cling to outdated notions of royal etiquette. Catherine has changed the public perception of the royal family by focusing on crucial issues like mental health and children's welfare, demonstrating a profound understanding of the challenges modern monarchy faces. Her genuine demeanor contrasts with Camilla's calculated and insincere actions, causing Camilla insecurity. Catherine embodies what Camilla lacks and represents the goals the monarchy wants to achieve. However, Princess Anne proves to be a more significant obstacle to Camilla's ambitions than Catherine herself. Anne is known for her uncompromising stance against insincerity. While Camilla may have once hoped to earn Anne's respect, or at least get along with her peacefully, that chance is now gone. Anne has made her intolerance of Camilla's behaviour abundantly clear and does not hesitate to express her feelings. In essence, Anne's straightforwardness is precisely what the royal family needs during internal conflicts. Camilla's strategy toward the monarchy, involving power plays and hidden manipulations, faces the straightforward and amicable approach of Anne, making recent challenges surmountable. At a recent charity event, Anne seemingly ignored Camilla's presence entirely, which stood out as a notable example. While the Queen Consort tried to mingle with guests, she did not achieve much success. Predictably, Anne continued to actively engage with Catherine and other influential figures, barely acknowledging Camilla. While this might seem trivial, it carries significant implications. Anne does not need to resort to overt actions to convey her message. Her mere presence underscores that Camilla will never be on the same level. This clearly reflects Camilla's predicament, as she struggles to earn the respect Catherine and Anne receive effortlessly, despite all her efforts. She constantly tries to prove her relevance in a setting established long before her arrival, putting her at a disadvantage. As Catherine's position strengthens and Anne remains a paragon of royal responsibility, Camilla finds herself in a state of diminishing power. It raises the question, what makes Camilla so unsuitable for the role she clings to? The primary issue is her entire persona, rooted in outdated beliefs that once held importance but now seem out of place in today's world. Catherine has openly talked about her personal challenges, demonstrating a commendable level of vulnerability that resonates with audiences. Through her openness in discussing her struggles, she has created a persona that many find comforting and inspiring. This level of transparency not only makes her more accessible, but also establishes a connection with her audience, allowing them to see her as someone facing similar challenges. Catherine's openness in sharing her experiences inspires others to share their stories, cultivating a culture of compassion and understanding. In contrast, Camilla appears distant, reserved, and largely inaccessible. Her behaviour often suggests she is more concerned with crafting a flawless public image than fostering genuine interactions with those around her. This perceived detachment can build a barrier between her and the public, preventing people from forming a real connection with her. Despite her strengths, Camilla's overemphasis on controlling her image deprives her of the chance for authentic interactions, causing a sense of disconnection from the audience. Furthermore, her efforts to establish herself as a respected figure in the royal family often fall short, especially against the backdrop of the genuine warmth and competence exhibited by Katherine. While possessing power is important for royal duties, true admiration from the public is evoked by the ability to forge personal connections. Katherine's manner, marked by her empathy and ability to engage with others, allows her to fulfill her duties with grace and success, garnering admiration and respect. The same can be said for Princess Anne, who also deserves recognition and praise. Anne consistently exemplifies hard work and dedication to her royal duties, actively participating in charity and public service with commendable diligence. Anne is known for her reputation as one of the hardest working members of the royal family, thanks to her direct approach and pragmatism. Anne's status as a respected figure is reinforced by her genuine passion for her work and her ability to connect with diverse communities. In a world where public perception is often shaped by appearances, Anne's sincerity and dedication to her duties are evident, making her worthy of admiration and respect. Anne sets an example of proper royal conduct for Camilla. While Camilla may see herself as a wise figure within her family, Anne embodies the principles of royal duty and poise. She commands respect solely through her actions, showcasing loyalty and determination without the need for a crown. Whether participating in charitable events or representing the royal family on the international stage, Anne displays a level of commitment that Camilla can only aspire to. While Camilla struggles to assert her authority, Anne dutifully fulfills her obligations, earning respect from both the public and her peers. Anne's ability to easily outshine Camilla highlights the latter's significant shortcomings. Anne doesn't claim respect. It is earned through years of hard work and dedication. Meanwhile, Camilla seems to rely solely on her title, forgetting that titles mean little without true outstanding qualities in a person. This is an area where Camilla consistently falls short. She may have the title, but she lacks the substance to back it up. While Katherine and Anne don't need to flaunt their titles, their actions speak louder than words, and the public recognizes that. Katherine's charitable work, combined with her natural grace and composure, has endeared her to the public, a feat Camilla can never achieve. Furthermore, Anne's steadfast commitment to her duties, whether participating in numerous engagements annually or standing firm in her convictions, has established her as a deeply respected member of the royal family. Despite all her attempts, Camilla remains an outcast from the past, clinging to a role for which she was never prepared. The public grows less tolerant of her behaviour, and some within the royal family believe her time as a royal figure may soon come to an end. As Katherine and Anne gain prominence, earning respect from both their family and the public, Camilla experiences a slow decline in her relevance. Her influence wanes, and it seems the royal family is ready to move forward without her. These changes are sensible, as the monarchy stands at a critical juncture where current choices shape its future. Katherine and Anne represent the monarchy as close to the people and connected to society in a modern way, in contrast to Camilla, who symbolises a detached, traditional structure. It's clear that the public prefers the methods of Diana in dealing with people, though it's equally evident that Camilla does not share this vision. As the royal family evolves, Camilla's role becomes ever more distant. While she still holds the title of Queen Consort, her power and influence diminish over time. Speaking of Diana's communication with the people, perhaps Camilla has tried to emulate them, but it has never worked for her. Do you think she could ever gain the love of the people as Princess Diana did? Let's explore. Camilla attempts to embrace Princess Diana's lifestyle. Being called Queen Consort does not automatically grant Camilla grace, dignity, or public approval. These qualities must be developed through experience. However, Camilla seems to believe that wearing the crown automatically makes her a favourite. This situation is akin to watching a middle manager mistakenly think they control the entire organisation. Meanwhile, it is worth noting that Katherine did not have to struggle for public affection or awkwardly vie for recognition within the royal structure. She embraced it naturally, not out of a sense of entitlement, but through her authentic hard work. Katherine embodies royal decorum with understated grace, gentle influence, and, crucially, a genuine commitment to duty that resonates with people. By contrast, Camilla appears stiff and detached from modern British life. Katherine understands what the public expects and wants from the monarchy in the year 2024, positioning herself as an accessible, friendly, and genuine figure representing progress rather than an outdated aristocratic legacy. The contributions and persona of Princess Anne warrant their own discussion. Camilla symbolises a failed attempt to embody royal characteristics, whereas Anne represents professionalism and a sense of duty. Anne is known for her humility, skills, and straightforward character. Notably, she doesn't have to exert effort to earn respect. On the contrary, it comes to her naturally through years of dedicated work. Her reputation as the most conscientious member of the royal family is well established. Additionally, Anne always maintains her composure in the public eye, never feeling the need to seek approval or validation. Her respect is naturally earned and deserved. The differences between Anne and Camilla are apparent to the naked eye. Anne effectively handles her duties without unnecessary fanfare, while Camilla believes that her proximity to Charles will make her significant within the royal family. This belief indicates a serious misconception regarding her position. In contrast, Anne sets the standard for royal duties through her unwavering persistence and outstanding work ethic. On the other hand, Camilla often faces difficulties during public appearances, which seem disconnected from the demands of her role. Observers can clearly see the stark contrast between Anne, a woman with genuine substance, and Camilla, who often appears superficial. It's peculiar that Camilla does not recognize her diminishing significance, especially when she tries to assert her position. Watching Camilla's public appearances creates the impression of a failed attempt to set a trend. Her lack of authenticity is evident. This is particularly noticeable when she engages with the public, where awkwardness is strongly felt. Her attempts to convey a royal image look forced and clumsy, highlighting a clear disconnect between her goals and her actual portrayal. The lack of natural charm, essential for someone in her role, is underscored by the discomfort she experiences when interacting with the public and other key figures. Camilla's public persona resembles an awkward imitation of her perception of how royal family members should behave, rather than truly reflecting it. It seems she is playing a role rather than embodying it, making her appear less credible and less relatable to the people. Her lack of sincerity is emphasized by her reliance on superficial gestures and rehearsed phrases that fail to resonate with audiences. Instead of evoking admiration, her actions often elicit discomfort, as observers can spot the inconsistency between what she does and who she truly is. In stark contrast, Katherine, Princess of Wales, exudes an innate understanding of her role. She doesn't need to pretend to demonstrate royal demeanour. She naturally embodies it, effortlessly earning the respect and admiration of those around her. Katherine's public appearances radiate her genuine warmth and approachability, making her relatable and beloved by the public. Her sincere focus on children's mental health and commitment to environmental projects showcase her true interests, highlighting a strong passion for important issues that matter to both her and society as a whole. Moreover, Katherine's approach to raising future members of the royal family is marked by grace and balance. She approaches her role with a fresh and inspiring sense of purpose and originality. The contrast between Camilla's awkwardness in public appearances and her lack of personal connection stands out sharply against her colleagues' strong bond with the people and dedication to her duties. While Camilla seems to struggle with finding her direction, Katherine serves as a striking example of graceful embodiment of royal responsibilities. This distinction not only highlights the differences in their public personas, but underscores the importance of authenticity in leadership and representation. Katherine is actively engaged in redefining the future of the monarchy, understanding the stakes involved. People naturally gravitate towards her because she represents opportunities for growth within the monarchy, unlike Camilla, who embodies stagnation. The relationship between Camilla and Princess Anne showcases a lack of progress. Their interactions are marked by tension, not closeness, a cold indifference that clearly demonstrates disregard. Anne's indifference towards Camilla resonates with onlookers, providing powerful insight into Camilla's status within the royal hierarchy. The absence of words from Anne speaks volumes, showing that she sees through Camilla's act. And it's gratifying to see someone distinctly unimpressed by the Queen's false persona. At the same time, Camilla seems unaware of why she is detached from both the royal family and the broader public. Camilla lacks the authenticity that Anne and Katherine naturally possess, which weakens her attempts to establish authority. Katherine has skillfully transitioned the monarchy to a new level with her natural grace, while Anne demonstrates unwavering dedication. On the other hand, Camilla finds herself in a position for which she is not suited, leading to a sort of tragic situation where she seems unaware of her incongruity. Nevertheless, it is challenging to feel sympathy for someone who continually misjudges their position. It's interesting that Katherine and Anne have managed to navigate royal life without succumbing to the desperate actions seen in Camilla's conduct. Katherine has mastered the art of engagement without undue pressure, a skill Camilla could benefit from if she were capable of introspection. Katherine's significant achievement lies in her ability to maintain dignity under intense public scrutiny, doing so with ease. Camilla, however, always appears anxious, as if constantly anticipating the next misstep or public blunder. Given her past experiences, it's not a matter of if this event will occur, but when. This scenario represents a fundamental hurdle in Camilla's royal journey. She confuses title with true respect, believing that acquiring the crown will instantly resolve her issues. Over time, Camilla's position in the royal family becomes increasingly uncertain. She continuously encounters obstacles in her quest to establish herself as an important figure within the monarchy due to her belief that she lacks the skills and deep connection with the people. Her role as queen consort seems more symbolic, as she lacks the presence needed to effectively fulfill her duties during Charles's reign. In contrast, Katherine and Anne continue to rise, gaining more influence and demonstrating the qualities the public expects from the royal family. It is worth noting that both Princess Katherine and Camilla have faced conflicts at various times, drawing public attention. Difficult moments between Katherine and Camilla. Interactions within the royal family are often scrutinized through the lens of the relationship between Queen Camilla and Princess Katherine. Camilla may express concerns about Katherine's readiness based on her desire to preserve the institution she has embraced and maintain her place in the royal hierarchy. The history of their relationship adds complexity. Both women have endured intense public scrutiny and personal sacrifices in their roles, yet their experiences have differed greatly. During meetings at Balmoral, it became clear that the monarchy's future relies on preserving traditions while also adapting and evolving. The challenges Camilla faced in her transition were directly linked to her desire to consolidate her family's power within the British monarchy. Discussions around proposed financial changes emphasized the potential for significant shifts in their financial management. Camilla perceived these reforms as a direct affront to her family, fearing that it could leave some members unsupported. The potential loss of financial backing not only threatened her family's position, but also their long-term influence in the royal family. Moreover, the shifting dynamics of power within the royal family, especially with the delegation of Camilla's duties to younger members, complicated her role. This shift was seen not merely as a basic administrative change, but as a direct challenge to her authority and status within the upper echelons of society. The younger generation of the royal family, with fresh perspectives and approaches, began taking on significant responsibilities, leaving Camilla feeling excluded and concerned about her place in a changing monarchy. This was only the beginning, as she faced even more significant revelations from the royal family. Camilla faces negativity from the royal family. Princess Anne played a pivotal role in conveying Queen Elizabeth's views on Camilla's future in the monarchy. Insiders connected to the royal family indicate that the Queen saw Camilla as a queen consort rather than a reigning queen. This distinction greatly affected Camilla's self-esteem and her standing within the royal order. Camilla's situation grew more complicated as expectations rose that Princess Catherine would become the Queen of the United Kingdom when Prince William ascends to the throne. Catherine's forthcoming elevation signaled significant changes in the royal family's dynamics. For Camilla, this had profound implications, creating a sense of betrayal despite her loyalty and significant efforts in favour of the monarchy. Even though Camilla dedicated herself fully to the institution, the recognition she longed for seemed increasingly unattainable. The intentions of Queen Elizabeth played a crucial role in shaping the royal succession, heavily influencing the course of these unfolding events. The Queen's vision for the monarchy, combined with the evolving roles of the younger generation, threatened to overshadow Camilla's ambitions and her family's legacy. At this critical juncture for the monarchy, Camilla needed to define her place within a rapidly changing royal environment, filled with the conflicting forces of old traditions and modern realities. Reliable sources suggest that she often envisioned her position as queen consort when Prince Charles became king. This belief was reinforced by several conversations held during family gatherings at Sandringham, where royals frequently convened to discuss both state affairs and personal matters. During these meetings, the Queen could share her views on the monarchy's future and the obligations each family member would shoulder. In such circumstances, the Queen's perspectives continue to hold significant weight within the royal family. The impact of the Queen's statement on Camilla. Following a lengthy hiatus, Buckingham Palace resumed public appearances, and the Queen returned to public life to voice her thoughts in a letter commemorating the Platinum Jubilee. At this event, she expressed her hope and confidence that the public would extend the same support to Camilla that they had shown to her. This support was important, acknowledging Camilla's role and aiming to bolster confidence in her qualifications for the position. The Queen carefully chose her words to create a sense of unity and security within the royal family during times of change. King Charles and Camilla expressed their sincere gratitude for this statement. Their response underscored their understanding of the importance of the Queen's approval in legitimizing Camilla's upcoming role. This strategic move helped to ensure a smooth transition of power, recognizing Camilla's significance and granting her the honorary title of Queen Consort. This title not only commemorated her contributions, but also symbolized the unity of the royal family as they prepared to begin a new chapter in their history. At the same time, this change laid the groundwork for future Queen Catherine, who would eventually take on her own responsibilities within the royal hierarchy. Acknowledging the profound influence of Queen Elizabeth on Princess Catherine's upcoming duties involved a variety of advice and guidance provided by the Queen. This support was crucial for Catherine, allowing her to develop a deep understanding of the complexities associated with royal life and the obligations that would accompany her new role. What will be Camilla's next move in this tense royal game? Will she be able to regain her position within the royal family, or has her time come to an end? We're interested in your thoughts. Share your opinions in the comments on how events might unfold. If you want to be the first to know the latest news and details from the royal family's life, support us with a like and subscribe to our channel. Also, click on the next video appearing on your screen.